Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IX. And we are starting off today in the Evil Forest, and we have our first active time event. And this is really less of a mechanic than you might think. These are just optional looks at what other characters are doing at the moment. I should say most of them are optional. This very first one and a handful of others throughout the game will be mandatory. Just so we have some perspective on what happened to Garnet and also what happened to VIII. They were flung about in the same direction off the ship, and it looks like something, we saw the shadow, something looming over Garnet. So we're just going to save our game really quickly, and then we'll get a move on. Kind of ascertaining our whereabouts and how everyone else is doing. Steiner is another one who's MIA, plus most of the rest of the crew. We have Cinna, seems to be doing okay. Znero, that's his name. One of the two executioners from the play, also with the Tantalus crew. One of the conductors from the band and the trumpeter. They'll come to later on. We don't really have many other directions to go except to venture out into the Evil Forest. This place where monsters are born from the mist draped over the canopies. Oh, it's so beautiful. God, I miss the era of pre-render backgrounds. Oh, and what do you know? We already come across VIII, and we should know they're about where Garnet was. She was captured by this bizarro nightmare creature. The petals atop its head act as a prison cage for her. This is very different from any other enemy type that we have seen so far in the game, because all of those have been humanoid. And upon seeing this, Zidane activates his trance, and we finally see those trance bars beneath the HP bars, starting this fight full off on Zidane's trance. And this is pretty much like FF8's limit break system, or any of the game's limit break systems. So you might also remember that Trance is the ability that transforms Terra into an Esper in FF6. Also, we have two Trance abilities right now. This free energy, and then the flame ability. We don't want to use that second one. Because the second one is an AoE, and it will hit Garnet. Garnet is a viable target. And in fact, you saw this plant monster, the prison cage, absorb HP from her. So this is a little bit like Adele with Renoa in Final Fantasy VIII. We can't let her die from having too much of her HP absorbed, and we can't do any AoEs that would target her. But this goes really quick with just a few trance attacks from Zidane. Plus Steiner helping out too. VIII, even though he's conscious and in the background here, was not involved in that fight though. He was too scared to cast any spells. Poor VIII. Oh, poor little dude. Means the princess might still be out there. Probably just took Garnet back to its master, according to Steiner and Zidane. But now we have another problem. VIII has also been captured. He was too scared to cast spells before, but he has no other option right now except to get involved in the fight. So we are getting character development through combat, which I really like. VIII is overcoming his fear. Couldn't act for the first time, was too petrified. Now, out of an instinct of self-preservation, he's showing everybody what he can do, casting fire. Also stole that broadsword in the first try, which is really nice. Then we also got Zidane's burst of emotion activating his trance upon seeing Garnet captured by the prison cage. This time, we will not have access to these really powerful trance abilities, though. But each turn, VIII is going to have his chance to go ahead and cast fire. So damage isn't as high as before, but it's still high enough that we won't have to worry about VIII actually dying. You have to mess up really, really hard to give the prison cage enough turns to drain him of all of his HP. Or you have to intentionally, or accidentally, I guess, target him. A bit of gil. I think we got a bit of AP. Not that it's going to matter too much right now with no equipment. We'll get into the AP and the abilities in a little bit. But with its dying breath, it poisoned VIII and Steiner. It looks like Zidane got out of there unscathed. Some of the monsters in the forest reproduce by planting seeds in animals, and when the seeds sprout, it's hasta la vista. Aw, VIII's worried he's gonna die. But luckily Blank has an antidote that will obliterate the seeds growing in his body. What a nightmare. Also a Rugrats episode with the watermelon seeds. Like the Fantastic Voyage reference. And Steiner, even though he's been poisoned and has not taken his antidote yet, is set off immediately back into the forest until Zenero and Benero push him into the storage room and lock him in. And this takes a really dark turn. This medicine, it smells terrible, the color. This is obviously poison. I can't take it anymore. God help me. So, him, delirious and half-conscious, thinks that the antidote is poison and intentionally drinks it because he can't live with the idea that he's let the princess get captured twice now and left for dead. And Baku and Zidane are back on the wrecked Prima Vista. And Baku is forbidding Zidane from going after Garnet because it's too risky. Can't believe you're abandoning her. You're nothing but a big coward. Should also note the age difference. Baku is much, much older than Zidane. And he's not only like the leader of the Tantalus crew, he's also kind of like a father figure to everyone. And now we have a couple of active time events showing what else is going on with Steiner, along with, I think, Ruby and a few others. And he's just trying to devise ways to get them to let him out of the storage room. Also take note of the chest, the lower part of the screen. Once we get a chance to go into the storage room, we can grab what's in there. And he finds this doll, this ugly Garnet doll that's aged 15. Besides, the princess is not 15, she's 16. Makes one of these timed events no less creepy. Even more creepy that they thought she was 15, actually. Yee. It's an old JRPG. Where'd everybody go? What am I supposed to do now? It seems like they left Ruby behind. And then one more. Showing Cinna out front again. Near the Moogle. Cinna's looking for something. It is his Garnet doll. The one they used when they were planning the kidnapping. And he can't sleep without the Garnet doll. Oh, this is so weird. Don't like. No likey. Whatever. I think there's something up here if we go back. There's something hidden around, I want to say. Nope. Stop that. Can't go any further upstairs. Ah, here we go. Bronze gloves. Excellent. Love those. Now we have a couple of rooms aboard the ship that we can head into. Plants that attack people. Feels like some kind of Evil Dead reference, too. Give the Black Mage some medicine, he'll be alright. Yeah, we will go check on VIII. That's actually what we're about to go do. Before we talk to him, though, there's a chest, and also, we can climb up onto the top of the bunk bed. and grab 116 gil. It's chump change, but we'll take it. It's free. Now to check in on VIII. I was very thankful. It was your black magic that saved the day. You know, you got some major power for such a little guy. And VIII is despondent. Hey, you're a great mage with great powers, alright? To hell with looks. It's what's inside that counts. Sorry, what monster caught her? When that monster caught her, I couldn't do anything. Mr. Zidane. God, VIII's adorable. And precious. Maybe I shouldn't have made that promise. I don't even know if I'll be able to find her. We flash back to the kidnapping. Zidane is kind of introspecting about his feelings towards Garnet. Then again, maybe I only thought she was cute because she was a princess. Nah. She was definitely cute. Can't stop thinking about her. Well, we could just forget about her and leave her to die. But we won't. We can't. We can't do that. Wonder if that gives you a game over. Or if that's just more room to explore. No, because we can still explore this ship. That should be a game over. Oh, that'd be such a good game over. You always gotta go play hero. The boss is gonna kill you. Yeah, Baku went all... The world of adults has turned rules on us. Oh, we get an ether there, well-hidden one. Lock that old knight up in the storage room. He fusses a little from time to time, but he hasn't been all that bad. We'll check in on Steiner later on, but first we have to come down here. To the bottom is the exit back into the forest, and this is where Baku's sleeping. Took you long enough. So you're leaving, huh? We come here to inform him. Promised Garnet I would kidnap her. So we are going to be very upfront about how we intend to disobey his direct order to remain on the ship. Okay, get your butt over there. Over into, oh, I didn't even catch weight. Ooh, what he called it. And we're gonna fight him one more time. This time he is not gonna hold anything back. He's gonna beat that ass for disobeying him. And for being so rash. This also serves a dual purpose of demonstrating to him that we can hold our own out in the forest. That we will be okay and that we're not gonna just rush off bullheaded and get ourselves killed. Just sweet. And he doesn't really mess around too much. He's still clumsy as hell, like he always is. But he's hitting much harder and he's not pulling punches. Or is he? Yeah. Also, we stole what we wanted, the sword that we wanted right away from him. Just nice once again. We're actually gonna have to use a potion. You usually do it in this Baku fight. Baku's a good dude. Okay, that one didn't hurt nearly as much because he stumbled. If I hit about 40 HP, damn! If I hit 40 HP, I'm probably gonna want to use another potion. I think he only needs one more hit though. One or two. Yep, that was it. With the Mage Masher. This would have been slightly harder if we hadn't stolen that early in the game. Well, I'll be damned. And... damn, that hurt. He pulled his punches till that one. So he was still holding back a little. Yeah, and he just wanted to know that Zidane could handle himself. And that he wasn't going to get himself killed right away. So we can come now and recruit Steiner because the guard's no longer keeping him locked in here. We just have to convince him that we're on the level. If only rogues hadn't kidnapped her. This is pretty much our fault, actually. I mean, Garnet was going to run away regardless, but maybe she wouldn't have ended up in the forest without us, so... We are responsible. This has nothing to do with Tantalus, it's something I decided to do on my own. Yeah, we aren't doing this in affiliation with them anymore. This is kind of our exit from Tantalus for the time being. You know, that fraternal bond of thieves is still there, but Zidane is not part of this crew once he leaves the ship. And Steiner brings up a good point that we really are going to need Vivi's firepower. Pun intended. First, we exit the room automatically, so remember to go back in to get that ether in the chest. And now to head over to the right and recruit Vivi, who's still pretty shaken up, understandably so. He was, what, 8 or 9? I can't do anything. Hardly Master Vivi. Oh, I love that he calls him Master Vivi! Dude, everyone's so nice to Vivi! It's the best. Please, Master Vivi, for the sake of Princess Garnet and all of Alexandria, I humbly request that you come join us. Thank you. Master Vivi, it's about your black magic. I wish to try an experiment. I was wondering if... magic sword? Okay, I'll give it a try. Oh yeah, this is gonna get pretty cool pretty soon. So with that, we come back over to the left, and there was a stairway leading down. Oh yeah, we've been down there when we went to see Baku. We're gonna take the stairs down again, and then exit the ship from here. But before we can exit, there's still blank leaning against the wall like a cool guy. You're jealous I might get me a sweetie pie. Oh god, what a child. Only a love potion. That purple bottle should look familiar. We saw it with both Vivi and Steiner. It's the medicine. It will indeed come in handy. It is Blank's medicine. And a little tip. Okay, this is just about abilities. So a quick rundown of how abilities work in FF9. All abilities are taught from equipment with the exception of the abilities of a later character. They learn them differently. How it works is that you equip gear on a character, and then after enough fights, you will accrue enough AP, ability points, in order to learn it outright. And then you can permanently equip that ability on a character regardless of whether or not you still have the equipment that taught it to you on. So, for instance, Bug Killer and Beast Killer and all that, we don't have that learned yet. This is 0 out of 35 for Antibody. That means we need 35 AP in order to learn that one, and we can only start learning that once we equip the ability that has it. Bird Killer and Zidane's Protect Girls, all this stuff is stuff that we have learned, and therefore we can equip it. And that's also mostly just for general abilities and not like character specific commands, if I remember right. Like Zidane's Steel, his trance stuff, Steiner's Sword Arts. That's character specific stuff. I might be wrong about learning like certain magics and stuff though. And then we make it back to the spot where we saw the prison cage earlier. We get another active time event, which is the orchestra in the forest. They're gonna play this song. And that should sound really familiar because it's Rufus's welcoming ceremony from FF7. That's going to do it for today. Thank you all for watching. Take it easy. Have a good one.